Hey everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and if you enjoy this content, make sure you hit the like button, and definitely subscribe. We like to bring you daily content, and we'd love to have you around. Thanks a lot. I'm going to share your screen.
So this is going to drive you nuts. So check this out. This is a Jamie Hewlett and Peter Milligan Tank Girl versus America #3, okay? Avery,
Okay.
you're going to die, because I died. I've been staring at this for pretty much all day today. Watch this. So this is going to kill you. Let's see if I can enlarge it.
Holy crap, is that colored? Is that original colored?
Yes, it's original colored. This is marker, dude. That's marker.
Oh, wow. So
Look at that.
That's not like Prismacolor marker or anything?
No,
Yeah,
it's,
it's
prob-
marker.
yeah, it's probably like
Oh,
Coke.
okay. Oh,
It's
okay,
like a Copic
yeah.
marker and ink. Isn't that bananas?
If you know how to use the blender markers, man, and take your time and build it, dude, you can do amazing stuff with Copics.
Yeah, he's a genius, dude. I mean, that's a straight painting. It's the coolest looking piece I've ever seen.
Yeah,
This is the first time, I'll be honest, I've seen Bruce Timm. I've seen a lot of people hold Copics and really do a great job. This is the first time where I've looked at this and I've been like, holy crap, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, look how sculpted that looks. Isn't that great?
I would be so afraid to put marker to my... Nathan, take it easy, man. I would be so afraid to put marker to my originals because I know how bad I am when it comes to coloring. I would screw it up horribly.
But look how good that is.
Wow.
I would love to color a book that way. It's just the cost of coloring it that way with Copics.
And here's
Now,
It's huge.
how old was that piece? To give you the date?
1994.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, 1994. Let's see, I was looking at. So this is the cover. So I think it's actually Jamie Hewlett himself, because he's dumping like the entire first issue of the Odyssey. Look at this, dude.
That looks awesome.
Isn't that great? Isn't that gorgeous? That's the cover of #1, I believe.
Uh
And then
oh, the Odyssey #1. Okay.
the Odyssey #1. Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh wow, more colored pages. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Read this, Avery. You'll enjoy this. Here, let me.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. Let me see if
I'm coloring at the same time.
I don't know. It won't let me zoom in over here.
Go back to lost pages.
There we go. Hold on. We'll just read panel by panel.
Oh, that is good. It looks like he probably gray toned a lot of it, like his midtones and some of his darker colors, then went over it.
I have no idea how he did
Oh,
this.
I got you. I got you.
In some areas, like it's very selective.
Yeah.
So read this, Avery. Read this. You can be the writer. So just read this first panel out loud.
No, it's beautiful. It's cute. It's just what I always wanted. It's a funnel, you cheap bastard. It's not a funnel. It's a feminine urine dispenser. A feminine urine dispenser. It's the bestest present I ever had.
Oh my god. Now she's demonstrating it.
Actually, it's the only present I ever had. Wow, now I'll be able to sign my name in the snow like you boys. Just so long as it's in your own handwriting.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Tank Girl was a funny comic.
Yeah, man. He did a great job.
I haven't bought any of the newer stuff.
He's not drawing any of the newer stuff, I don't believe.
No, Ashley Wood and other people have it.
Look how sick this looks, dude.
He's busy with Gorillas, man.
Yeah, look how good this stuff is. So he's giving away a bunch. Like, these are batches of pages. Like, this is page 9, and then the auction also has page 10. Right? Isn't that great? And then he's got look how good these compositions are.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Now, did either of you guys collect or buy Tank Girl when it came out?
Oh yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, I never did. It was
No.
it was much later that I found Tank Girl. You know,
I actually,
Which is
well,
funny is Todd and I were probably telling you about it, and you were just like, I don't know.
probably.
Well-
What's crazy is like, especially when I saw this. So this is issue 1, page 1, 2, 3, or something like that. So I was looking at this and I was like, holy crap, look how good this is, right? Especially this, especially this next page. I was like, look at the detail on this, dude. And I was like, why? I was like, oh my God, this thing looks amazing. Like, why don't I ever remember seeing this? Like, you look how good that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I went and I kind of did a search and I started looking at it and I realized why. It's because the book, that whoever, I mean, I'm sure the colorist is a recognized person, but man, what a butcher job on the colors. The colors are super muted, so it just like sucked out all the detail of the ink. A complete butcher job, in my opinion.
now who published Tank Girl back then? Do you remember?
Oh man, I want to say it was Dark Horse, but I don't totally remember.
Hmm.
I don't
let's see what
remember
they
exactly. Some of it
on-
was Dark Horse.
This on DC. He drew it on DC paper.
Yeah, because this is later. This isn't like the first Tank Girl stuff to come over here.
Right,
No,
right. This is
This was the later. This was his return. This was his return. So I'll share with you. Here, stop. Let me stop sharing for just a second, and we'll pull up some stuff.
Oh,
All right,
man.
So
Yeah, speaking of art for sale, that I would get a kickback.
yeah.
would you? Do you get a percentage of profits?
If you buy the tier where it has your cover to the short story I did the art for that original art, I do get a portion of that.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, excellent. All right, now who did this one? Let me look at it. Oh, Bob Kane. Okay, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, but that's pretty dope looking Bob Kane, man.
Yeah,
That's pretty
not
cool.
it's probably like a pinup or something. I don't think that's a cover or
cool.
anything.
Specialty illustration.
Ah,
All right, we'll keep going. Avery, did you see this?
Yes.
Let's just look at this again.
Yeah, you didn't show that on air. It's pretty.
Oh, look
Yeah.
how sick that is, dude.
very
I
very
love it.
early Dale Keown.
And I like those slightly rougher inks than the more polished inks.
Yeah, me too. Who inked it? Oh, Marie Severin. That's why.
Yeah, I mentioned when you showed that to me before that I don't remember seeing that in the comic itself, so I know I haven't seen that issue.
I don't think I have that issue.
Yeah.
I don't think I mean, I'm not even sure if I still have my Hulks at all.
Such a good illustration, though.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it? What's the price right now? $8,200.
Woo.
Wow.
I mean, it's
Yep.
worth it, but woo.
Look at that, Kirby. That's pretty dope, isn't it? That's pretty cool.
That is cool. Kodiak, don't you dare kick anybody out of here. I only have so many people.
Remember this?
Oh, wow.
See if I can come up a little bit there.
Is that from Wildcats or?
It is.
Okay.
Wildcats number eight. But it's not Scott Williams.
Yeah, I kind of can tell that. It's very
Yeah. It's Richard Bennett.
mm.
Which is interesting. Like you really start to see like how big of an impact Scott Williams had, right?
He has a much more defined line. This is very very loose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look at
Yeah.
that. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I bet you when they colored it, nobody cared.
No, and I think Scott Williams was probably working on 8 other books or something.
Yeah, Kodiak, we don't kick trolls out of here. When you kicked out trolls, we'd have to get rid of Avery.
What? True.
I've always appreciated.
I'm a troll. I just don't have any alts anymore.
That's true. I've always appreciated Jim Lee's spaceship tech.
You know, without looking at the title of it, I'd almost thought that was an X-Men, but but the X-Men version of those ships were so much more better drawn.
Yeah. This was a little bit like deadline time, you know?
Yeah. This looks like somebody just threw crap down really quick, you know?
Yeah, he was just drawing a bunch of sketches and like, you know, trying to get the pages done so he could try to buy Marvel Comics.
Well,
so that was, I don't think Avery knows that story.
What story?
So apparently Jim Lee, the part of the Robservations, one of the episodes, like it's actually really good because Jim Lee is just kind of, or Rob Liefeld is just kind of like telling everybody what's up. You know what I mean? Like he's really just kind of saying it how he saw it.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently that Heroes Reborn saga where Jim and Rob went back to Marvel.
Yeah.
Jim actually Rob was just drawing Captain America and Avengers, and I think Iron Man or something. He wanted to, but Jim was actually vying to take over Marvel.
Yeah.
And they were actually about to move Marvel to La Jolla.
Yeah.
Like he was in the final stages of like running Marvel, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, because there's one point in the story where
yeah, you told me that part.
They were working on Heroes Reborn, and they had signed this lucrative contract, and it was great, and everybody was happy. And then Marvel went to go file bankruptcy, and they reached out to Rob Liefeld, and they said, "Hey, listen, because of the bankruptcy, we have to renegotiate all of our contracts, and we're changing all the rates that we were going to pay you, and so forth." And then they ended the conversation or the notice or whatever they sent and says, "We already spoke to Jim Lee, and he says that if you're not willing to do it, he'll take up the slack. He'll take your projects over at the lower rate." And Rob's like, "Screw this. I'm out of here. I'm not going to do this for a lower rate." And he found out later that the reason why Jim was willing to do that is because Jim was vying for this position. And it's almost like he couldn't understand why Jim Lee would be willing to take lower rates and so forth and agree to them. Mm-hmm. And turns out there was a reason. And
there's like the normal reason for agreeing to do something for a lower rate is you need the money. Well, everybody would have known at that time Jim didn't need the money.
Yeah.
So there's got to be another.
Did you get, Andrew, did you get to the part where he's talking about how that deal actually ended up killing the deal? Like him doing that actually
because Jim Lee, because of the fact that he was willing to take the lower rate and so forth, he kind of let anybody finish the projects, and it was poor quality. And I remember some of those issues being not that great, the later issues. And
it was like Ryan Benjamin, stuff like that. Like it wasn't the worst.
Who's good? Yeah, it wasn't the worst, but it wasn't Jim Lee.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't Jim Lee and Scott Williams. So
I didn't buy any of that stuff.
Well, the first few issues of Fantastic Four were fantastic. Jim Lee on those were great. At least I remember them being great. But when he left, I left. So, these are fantastic Mark Silvestri pages.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah, he also tells the story about how Mark and Jim were kind of on the outs with each other.
Yeah.
And during one of the negotiations, they brought up Mark Silvestri, and Jim Lee put his foot down and said, "No, absolutely not. He will not be involved in this Hero Reborn project, period." I was like, whoa. And Rob was like, I'm not going to argue with the man. I'm going to go with it. But yeah, there was stuff going on.
There was some bad blood there.
Bad.
Those guys have been heavy competitive with each other for a long time, off and on. Well, when Mark started his own studio and not being a part of Homage,
right,
he took a lot of talent with him.
It was right. He took a lot of Homage talent with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the deal.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's going to cause a problem.
Look at that.
Wow, that's an awesome page.
Isn't that crazy? Hold on for 1 second. Melissa needs to say something.
Dude, we don't stop the streams for wives around here, okay? Come on, you should know better.
Oh, please. You've never stopped a stream to talk to your wife?
I've had to stop the stream to duck from stuff she was throwing at my head. Okay. Hey, this is my stream. Do as I say, not as I do. Yep. Look at the buildings in the background on that one panel. That's fantastic.
I was just looking at that. I was like, look how simple or ridiculous. Like, it's amazing. Like, I don't know why, but I never, only when I'm looking at the page, like these black and white. This is why I love the black and whites, man, because when I'm looking at Silvestri's like pages, there's nothing there. Like, it's so minimal. I mean, I know a lot of that is Dan Green, but look how simple that is. There's like nothing there.
It's
just motion and like this table.
Yeah.
It's just a box. There's just some boxes there and some jagged lines for some crap on the floor. There's nothing there. You know. But look at this. I mean, look. He's got LCD. He's got Cable, Sabretooth, and Wolverine hanging out the side of a helicopter. Which, if I saw that in the script, I would want to die. and it just flows so easy.
Yeah.
Right. It looks so good.
Yeah, well, those buildings in the background don't matter. You just have to understand that it's buildings. That's all it needs to tell you.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny about that panel? If I was the artist or the writer or the script or whatever, where the buildings are at would probably be covered with dialogue balloons because it's so unnecessary. But it actually works really well for what the image you're trying to portray in there, you know?
Yeah.
That they're high up, that they're in the sky, and, you know.
It's just such a gestural drawing, man. This is, I know every artist is different, but I look at this and I'm just like, this was by far the best stuff he ever did.
His Uncanny X-Men and his Wolverine were
early, before he started jocking Jim Lee.
Yeah, before he started trying to do the whole homage studio style, before he started doing that. That was his best stuff.
For sure, man. And it's like, and in fact, it's interesting, like the whole Rob Observations thing. Rob talks about how everybody, at least in that group, believed that Silvestri was like by far the best illustrator and was the
best artist. Yeah.
Yeah. Best artist, and was the essentially the heir apparent to John Buscema.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. I could see that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like, so like, how long do you think it took him to draw this page? Do you think it took him a day? I mean, maybe because it was all the action, but there's no detail. Like, it's all
no. But the thing is that the planning and the storytelling and the composition can eat up a lot of time.
Yeah,
you'll draw things, then erase it and redraw it.
Just absolutely gorgeous, man.
Because
how much was that page going for?
Composition is everything.
Not bad. Well, probably double. So it's going to be about $3,000. Which for that page with all like Wolverine fighting Sabretooth and Cable, like that's a classic page. That's the cover. You know? That was the cover image right there.
Nathan, I can see your chat. Just so you know.
All right, let's see what else we got. Yeah, this is one that if I man, that's a
yeah, that's a great page.
This one was crazy.
Yeah. This is Toth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That second panel makes me die. Like, that is such a simple looking panel that
there's so much in every single panel that looks fantastic.
Alex Toth, dude, Toth, however you say it.
You know, what's so funny is these three panels right here, each one has something so distinctive about the way it's done. Like, I absolutely love the shadows in the street. You know, I love the shadows in the second one, but the way it interacts with what's around it, you can tell he's physically there in the doorway. And then the next one, the light comes on, and there's just so much. It's like a slap in the face. There's so much drama in that third panel. You know,
yeah.
You know, what is it, Toth? Like you say, strip everything down to its purest essence, then draw the hell out of that.
Yep, and that's what he does, isn't it? It's like a detailed Mike Mignola.
Toth and Jeff Jones or whatever. It's as a couple of Mike Mignola's biggest influences.
Let me tell you how much I want this page.
What's that from? Hold on.
You know it. You know this.
Is that who's that early?
Oh,
Capullo?
you better know who this is. You know exactly who this is. You know exactly who this is.
It's got to be Capullo.
It's Greg Capullo.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I already said Capullo.
Yeah, that is this image. This run. This
I didn't
image,
like Capullo back then.
dude. This was to this day. His Capullo's. See, I'm the exact opposite, man. I think Capullo today is pretty good. I think Capullo on X Force is bananas. I just love it. Like that just drives me nuts. It's so good.
Well, I remember some of his very early issues on X Force. It wasn't that good, but man, did he develop very quickly. You know, I think there was an annual that he did that the art was not that great.
Yeah.
But then when he jumped to the regular series, it just leaps and bounds. Like every issue was better than the last.
For me, dude, it came as a shock that Capullo became someone that I liked because I didn't like his stuff. Then he went on Spawn, and like for a while, I would see it and I would be like, "Oh, it looks too cluttered to me." Then all of a sudden, I see him on Batman. I'm like, "Who's this badass?" And I pick it up. I'm like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "It's like, dude, Son got good."
Who is this?
This is Robert Crumb.
Oh, okay. That's who I thought it was. I saw the ankles.
Except that's the tell is the ankles.
Yeah.
But like that's a really good Crumb draw. I've never seen a Crumb drawing like that. I've only seen his cartoon stuff.
Oh no, he does a whole bunch of like photorealistic stuff.
I've
You know what's so
noticed
funny?
it before. That's
You look at
awesome.
this and you look at this. If you look at the like half of it, like don't look at her feet. It's like he was really, really trying really, really hard. And then when he got to her feet, he's like, screw it. I'm just going to do my thing.
Well, maybe he has like a cankle thing.
I think he has a lot of things.
That's funny.
I'm not judging though, Crumb. I'm not judging your cankle fetish.
No. Everybody's got their fetish.
Look at those computer monitors. Look at the artwork on the computer monitors. Oh, if I drew this, I would want to commit suicide, but it's so good.
Dude, look at the inks on the computers themselves. It's faded.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me see.
Wonder what he used.
Probably ballpoint pen.
Yeah. Probably something like that.
McFarlane has a lot of pages that are like that too. Look at that.
Also, the early when people started using microns, sometimes back in those days,
Mhm.
those type of pens, the ink wasn't as good as it is today. It wasn't a whole lot better than a Sharpie.
Right.
Like microns weren't as good as the microns and the Copic style pens back in the late 80s and early 90s. The ink wasn't as good.
That's a nice page too.
Yeah, more Silvestri.
Yep.
Say it, Logan. You're my
My pappy.
my pappy.
Is that what he's going to say?
Probably, yeah. I think that's what he
remember.
says.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's pappy. Or my pa, right?
My paw.
Say it, Logan.
Say it.
What? Good stuff. This one I remember. Ramel did a drawing of this one. Do you remember Ramel drawing that?
Yeah, I think I do remember that.
1992.
Hey,
How
Anna,
crazy.
how's it going?
How crazy that this was 92 and Jamie Hewlett's painted one thing was 94 or 95. Like not that like same time basically.
Oh, see that I was just going to say is that I was out of school by the time the Tank Girl stuff was happening. So that's probably why I missed it.
Oh, I gotta stop sharing for just a second. I gotta Some of these have adult, it's like slightly adult things, so I gotta.
Oh boy.
Well, not adult, but like if it's a Simon Bisley.
Hey everybody, thanks a lot for checking out our video. If you like this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and join us again. We live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday starting at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We usually go for about an hour. We do drawing, we talk about comics, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Make sure you leave us a comment and let us know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down either way, and we'll catch you all next time.